From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a major night here on Evenings LA. As massive stimulus is coming to millions of Americans, and this is you. These are you, stimulus checks for SSI, SSDI, SSA veterans, massive stimulus. But you need to become a member because these stimulus checks are not automatic. You need to pounce and get these incredible stimulus checks. And in tonight's recording, we're going to go over all the stimulus you need to know and the breaking news across the board. The housing market, the unemployment, the Dow, and also your stimulus checks. All law and exciting from the shores of Santa Monica, California. How are you tonight? In tonight's recording, we're going to go over that bull market rally underway. Congratulations. It's 2023 and big money is coming your way. We're going to go over how to get big money in your wallet tonight. It's the latest update on tonight's special 1-hour broadcast in prime time of LALATE, America's #3 most watched financial news channel in America and #1 in prime time. Tonight we go over the market that is currently in a bull market. Thank goodness it has started. You don't want to miss this bull market run because it's going to make you big money. It manifests itself over the last few days. And tonight we have a little bit more because more corporate earnings came in. What did they say? We have the latest details as well. We have the Dow finishing 104 points up higher today after it had gone sideways throughout the day. And then we have those analysts, and are they selling you the Brooklyn Bridge? Are they trying to get you to buy some lobster shorts? I don't know. Let's look at the latest details tonight. Plus, we'll go over the big money at issue for 2023. Stimulus, stocks, bonds, crypto, everything you need to know to get big money in your wallet. It's tonight from the shores of Santa Monica, California. But Jeremy Grantham minutes ago said he's long-term bearish, but stocks may be bouncing and churning for a couple months. Do I agree? Of course I don't agree. That's like saying lobster shorts are going prime time. Well, I guess they already have tonight for the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's a big major broadcast, and stimulus checks are coming to you. Pass law. I'm going to go over all those huge sums of money tonight and how to get those incredible sums of money. Have you become a member? Well, do it right now because this is a show that gets people money. This is a show that gets people to find money and make big money. And 2023 has now started that bull market run. And let's start getting money in prime time with Evenings. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, we continue the bull market run of this economy because earnings recession has not been the case. It's actually been earning beats. We're going to go over the latest details of the excitement of 2023 with big money coming your way. This is the channel that shows you how to get big money in your hands, how to make big money. And as we talked about 2 nights ago, we don't wait for the run. We're on top of the run as soon as it's happening. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, earnings recession, not likely, because the situation tonight is that the companies are beating on those corporate earnings left and right. And if you're Purple Hawk, you want to pounce and get those big sums of money. And tonight we're going to learn about why membership's more important than ever before. Membership now on this channel features in there, starting potentially as early as tonight. I hopefully will start adding some of those details starting tonight in that membership newsletter. The guidance about how to get big money. It's price targets, resistance levels, analyst reports, and also guidance on where this economy is going. Good evening, and thank you for joining me on tonight's primetime show of LALATE. The Dow finished up 104 points, and it was nice. It was as high as 140, the 30 stock index earlier in the day, but then it closed at 33,000 plus. That S&P is a critical threshold. Why? We talked about that earlier today. The S&P settled at 4,016. Yeah, not there. We wanted that S&P, what was it? At 30, it wasn't at 4,100 was the number we were looking at earlier today on morning's LALATE. Stocks have been wobbling for a few days, but we are definitely in a bull market rally. Stocks are going to end the year up. Crypto is already up dramatically. We talked about that last night. And this is the channel that gets you big money. We go over how to earn money, how to get stimulus, how to get your guidance and your benchmarks right from recession, inflation, and also stocks and bonds. And we also try to make sure your pants stay on. Last night, Levi's dropped on an earnings downgrade. Tonight, Lululemon dropped on a downgrade as well. Is that good or is that bad? A downward dog, isn't that good? And you would know that. A downward dog, is that a good stretch or is that a bad stretch? Well, Lululemon, the yoga stretch apparel company, downgraded today by Bernstein. It took a dip. And hopefully you did not have your Levi's on because yesterday Levi's fell as well. So just not a good day for things dropping that are below the waistline. Sort of like Mitch's personality. So let's go into what happened with Lululemon. Analyst Sherman said the fitness wear company will need a reset after a huge line year of growth. Reset, interesting. The expectations don't line up with the reality. So I guess we're not as flexible as we once thought. We need to do a little bit more stretching. Business activity slowed down in the latest S&P report came out today. Manufacturing services activity slowed again in January, suggesting a recession. But if you missed last night's recording, let me recap the breaking news that is huge for you. It is huge for the Purple Power community. It is huge for the reset of LA as well. I was the first American broadcaster to record last year that the U.S. economy is going into recession next month, February 2023. And I said you need to gauge yourself accordingly based upon that prediction. But last night I said, well, we may have a recession, but we also have a bull market run. Can you have a bull market run in a recession? Yes. Can you have a bull market rally in a recession? Yes. If you miss a bull market run, how upset are you going to be? You're going to be as upset as showing up to the Kevin McCarthy celebration party wearing anything but lobster shorts. You're not going to be in a good mood. So you don't want to miss a bull market rally because your sister, your brother, your neighbor, even your lobster short connoisseur is going to be making big money and you aren't. And you don't want that to happen. So let's recap where the market is today. This is totally new. This is breaking news tonight. The U.S. economy, in my opinion, is now in a bull market run for stocks and crypto. Number two, inflation is coming down, but it's still not at its price target. It's heading to 4% and likely stop there. The Federal Reserve is never going to get to 2%. I said this last year. And we had the comments from Morgan Stanley just a few nights ago that said, yeah, it's going to be a 4-4-4. 4% inflation, 4% interest rates, 4% unemployment. So yes, is unemployment going to get worse? It is going to get worse. More people are going to get fired, laid off. And that's why unemployment stimulus is so important. And what else is going to be happening? The indebtedness and the inability to pay out those credit card debts is going to get worse. And that's why you have to get a stimulus check. Stimulus checks have been passed by this federal government, by the President of the United States, and they're huge. And they're stimulus checks A to C, E to K, and L to Q. If you missed the morning's broadcast live on air back on Studio 1A this morning outside, you missed the comments from me, which is this channel is slightly morphing. How is it morphing today? It will stay on point and cover all your incredible stimulus, advocate for your stimulus, cover your stimulus, but will not be making 35,000 videos a day about stimulus. I don't think it needs to be said that many times. We're going to make a particular amount of time per day about stimulus, so you listen to it carefully. You do not miss a point. You go right in the membership news and apply for those critical stimulus checks. In fact, if you miss a broadcast, as a member, you can go right into that membership news and start getting those checks. We're going to put market events more dominant on this channel, the economy, the recession, the inflation, because I want to make you more money. I want to make you more money because you already understand A to C, E to K, L to Q, even though I'm going to go over them on this broadcast. You already know that. You want to make more money on top of that. And the way we do that was to go over the markets. And let's go right into those markets right tonight. So we do have a bull market, which means up, not bear. And so do I disagree with those opening remarks tonight from that analyst who's Jeremy Grantham, who says he's long-term bearish. Am I? No way. I am long-term bullish. He says that it'll bounce up and down through April and then turn bearish. So this is interesting. He's basically saying it will get worse, but why does he think it gets worse? We're in a sweet spot now, and otherwise, he says it could spend, the S&P could stay lower, meaning decrease in valuation, lose money throughout the rest of this year or the next year. Do I agree? I don't agree. Sorry, Jeremy. You want to come on the show? I'll happy to debate it with you. I do not believe that it's a long-term bearish downward market. I think it's a long-term bullish market. The potential debt ceiling crisis will just sort of disappear as a story, says Barclays. Do I agree? Absolutely. How many years have I been doing debt ceiling limits stories on this channel? Just a couple. It has nothing to do with you. You're going to get your benefits check if you're on SSI or SSDI. SSA, it's going to come on time. Your veterans retirement check is going to come on time. If you work at the port and you help deliver the lobsters in, I'm sorry, but it's a living. And so long as you don't wear the shorts for it, we're fine with you. So you're going to still get your check on time? Absolutely. And so I don't think you should even worry a second about a potential debt ceiling crisis now or anytime elsewhere this year. Let's go on to Oppenheimer, which initiated Target with an outperform rating. Now, this is huge. Target and Walmart are a big indication of the strength of the U.S. economy. I've said this before. And Target got an outperform rating as Oppenheimer initiated coverage. What does initiating coverage mean? It means they're starting to issue reports. They'll have an analyst assigned to the stock, to the company, and they're starting with an outperform. What is outperform? It's really good. It means don't only buy it, get a lot of it. They believe multi-year profit recovery will be driving the company's success. Whoa. Jeremy, do you think that sounds like a recession? Jeremy, do you think that sounds like a bearish market? No, that's a bullish analysis. Congratulations to Target and what they're doing tonight across the board. We have communication services were decreasing, we're getting the longest decrease in short-term interest during the fourth quarter, and that was impacting them. Fascinating, but a little bit more fascinating tonight is, of course, the big recovery of the Dow in the final hour of trading tonight. The Dow gained 140 points in the final hour of trading tonight. That is nearly a half a percentage point. Insane. Just really great news. Chip stocks had softened throughout the day, like Advanced Micro falling 3% and Van Eck falling across the board. But travel recovery could hold up better than initially thought, says UBS, and thinking that this could be a long-term projection. Do I agree on that? So yes, if you love travel and leisure stocks, and I'm going to add in their casinos because they've done those great deals with Macau, I would absolutely consider travel and leisure into all of 2023. I don't think it's going to soften. I think it's going to stay as robust. And I think casino operators as well, like the MGMs and all the Macau operators across the board. In the middle of the day, Bed Bath & Beyond was up 13%. Is this the company that's going bankrupt? Why would a company going bankrupt or potentially going bankrupt go up 13%? They are playing games on the potential bankruptcy. Focus on it? No, ignore it. This is where you're going to get burnt. This is all gameplay. This is like going to the racetracks. Is it going bankrupt? Is it not going bankrupt? Where do we buy it? Buy it and then sell it before the bankruptcy? Yeah, stay away from it. Don't go anywhere near Bed Bath & Beyond in my predictions across the board. Advanced Micro, slid 3.2%. Do I like Advanced Micro? I don't. I've never liked chip operators. Had Intel years ago. Never made any money on it. They don't move up. They don't move down. They're really boring stocks. I have never known anyone do really well on a chip stock. I don't go anywhere near chip stocks ever. And 3M was down 5%, and Raytheon interest across the board. And you need to get a stimulus check. Stimulus checks have been passed by the U.S. government, and they're huge. These incredible stimulus checks are A to C, E to K, L to Q, and they're absolutely incredible, and they're all for you. Let's first go over what the checks are, the categories of checks, then we'll go over each of those incredible checks one at a time. But first, let's start with membership. In that incredible membership newsletter, you have all these incredible details for you, Purple Hawks, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. So if I'm going a little too fast, which sometimes I do, you can follow along in that incredible membership newsletter right tonight. How do you become a member? You go right in this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Join the channel. Then go into the membership newsletter. Where is it? It's in the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. Go right into it and start getting checks applications tonight. These are huge sums of money, and let's look at what you could do, something like this. Frank Mancuso joined this channel, and in less than 30 days, he walked away with tens of thousands of dollars. Where else are you going to pay a few dollars and get tens of thousands of dollars? I don't know anywhere. Not even a casino can you get those type of returns on money. Few dollars, you join the channel, and you got 18 months of utilities paid, 18 months of mortgage paid, 18 months of high-speed internet paid. These are massive sums of money. That's what you do. Let's look at those categories of checks right now. They are A to C, E to K, and L to Q. These beautiful checks are wonderful, and there you go. A to C were passed by the president, E to K from Congress, and L to Q I found thereafter. Let's look at those beautiful checks one at a time, starting right now. A to C were passed by the President of the United States. Huge, and you qualify. Go right in this video, become a member, and get these incredible checks that viewers are getting. They're clean up with $300,000, $100,000, $200,000 every night, every week, and every month across the board. Those incredible checks came from Joe Biden, A to C, and you qualify. These are federal stimulus checks from the federal government. You need to apply for these incredible checks. Lazy people get nothing. People claim get nothing. People that stand by a mailbox get nothing. People talk about their state get nothing because it doesn't come from their state. It comes from the federal government. People talk about their classification. What about people who have red hats and red shirts? When did they get checks? They get nothing because it has nothing to do with the shirt or the hat you're wearing. Although, I do think certain hats deserve the checks before other checks. Then came Congress. Congress passed more checks, E to K, bringing us to then 100 checks. And then I found more checks, L and M, N and O, and P and Q. These incredible checks are beautiful. And again, how do we get these incredible checks? In that membership newsletter. So how do I become a member? How do I get that beautiful purple hawk emoji behind my name like Frank Mancuso? You go right under this video, become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Then go into that membership newsletter. Now, listen carefully. If you missed this morning's broadcast today, I laid it in really thick, and if I didn't lay it in thick enough, I'm doing it again right now. There's a new era with this channel tonight, new era with this channel today, which is more market coverage, still staying on stimulus, but I don't think we need 45,000 videos a day about stimulus. I just don't think we need it. You follow along, and I record it for you. Listen, play it back, replay it again if you miss it, and then watch the next video, and then go into the membership newsletter. So, over the last few weeks, I've been being made sick, physically ill, by people asking me the most absurd, ridiculous, idiotic questions over and over again. Now, I understand some of you have been doing this for 3 years. I'm being facetious. The core viewers of this channel are wonderful, caring, smart, educated, listen, learn, people. But now and then there's always those people come around and just ask idiotic questions. Where's the newsletter? The newsletter is at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, the description of the video. Repeat it back right now in the live chat. I'll say it one more time. The top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of the video. The newsletter was in originally one location, delivered from YouTube to me, from YouTube alerts from me to you, but I delivered you a Christmas gift last December 22nd of a website that is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't that make brilliant sense? Of course it makes brilliant sense. And here's that website. Now it's even easier than before. So you just go right into that beautiful newsletter website. There it is. So don't ask me where's the website. Don't say to me, I didn't tell you where it is. Don't tell me I didn't send it to you. It's in the video. We're only in the 18-minute mark of a very longer video. It's right there, and it's also the top of the chat, the pinned comment, the description of the video. So it's actually not in 3 places, it's actually 4 places. It's in the video, in the top of the chat, in the pinned comment, and the description of the video. So if you write something like, where's that newsletter? I never got it. You never sent it to me. You're just not listening. And frankly, if you don't listen, you don't deserve anything. I mean, I'm making a video to help you. And if you don't want to listen, well, then you don't want to be helped. Yeah, I'm being a little thicker right now. Now, let's go into the next thing. The password. The password is in every post on your channel that you're a member to. So, for example, if you're watching the 1 o'clock afternoon show, it says, hey, there's a 1 o'clock afternoon show coming up. Current password. It'll say current password, and the password will be whatever. There it is. Take that password, put it right into the newsletter. Don't say I didn't tell you where the password is. Don't say I didn't send you the password. It's sent to you every time there's a post on your channel. And it's the same password for all 3 channels. I'm going to be very frank. I'm going to be a lot of tough love right now. Certain people who are just being stupid are making me sick, and I'm not going to do this anymore. Meaning, what is this? I'm not going to repeat nonsense over and over and over and over again because you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen, then you shouldn't be here. Because I'm making a recording to help you. I'm making a recording to teach you. I'm making a recording to show you how it is. If you want to show up to class, 2 hours late, you want to just, stay outside and smoke a cigarette and ask your friend, what did he say? No, that's not here to learn. You're not here to learn. You're here to annoy people. Get out. Get lost if you're not here to learn anything and simply to annoy people. Because you've made me sick. And you're not going to do it any longer. That's the first change to the channel. So, we don't need 5,000 stimulus videos a day. We can do a few less. Number 2, I'm not going to repeat 5,000 times, where is the password, where's the newsletter. I'm not going to repeat that ad nauseum. I think I'm going to turn off comments on the channel because all the comments on the channel are about the same darn thing. I don't see the newsletter. Then you don't have eyes. And people have actually said, I lost my glasses. Well, why am I here if you don't have glasses? I'm not your optometrist. Lord, come on already. Let's get with it. Number 3, I'm going to focus more on the markets because I don't need 9,000 videos a day to tell you about stimulus checks. Let's do them right now. You ready to focus? Let's do it right now. These incredible stimulus checks start with A to C. And here we go. These incredible stimulus checks are A from C from Joe Biden. And let's look at those beautiful stimulus checks A to C. These are federal stimulus checks for you, SSI. Stimulus checks for you, SSDI. Veterans, low income, all the same eligibility. Anyone who made less than $75,000 last year, become a member, go right in and get those incredible checks. These are for you. You need to apply for these checks. I don't want to hear you got an automatic check for $600. I don't have junky, I'm going to call it junky $600 checks. They're junk. They're absolute junk $600 checks. Don't tell me you got an automatic $600 junk check one time. I'm not doing junk checks. I'm doing tens of thousands of dollars because I care about you. I'm not getting you junk of $600. That's embarrassing. I'm not doing that. I'm getting you big sums of money. And you're smarter and you know that the economic situation, this economy is very problematic, very uncertain. And you know you need to get big sums of money. So that is why we're focusing on big sums of money for over 2 years. And these are all in the membership newsletter. You got this, Purple Power. Stimulus check A is a beautiful $6,500 to $7,000 stimulus check. Single individual, $75,000 or less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 or less, go get it. Here you go. $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. Then stimulus check B in the membership newsletter. Where you get them? In the membership newsletter. Where's the membership newsletter? Top of the chat, pin comment, description of the video. Get that password from the most recent post. Go get your stimulus check B. That's pay on average 18 months of beautiful checks. Then we're going to go to stimulus check C, which is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. So let's recap the 3 checks so far. You're a renter. Which check can you get? B and C. You're a homeowner. Which check can you get? A and C. What do we have covered so far in these A to C? The rent, the utilities, the mortgage assistance, and more. And viewers have been getting massive sums of money. And if you don't do anything, you don't get anything. So what do? You become a member and start getting these beautiful checks in that beautiful membership newsletter right tonight. Now, in addition to those checks came the checks from Congress, and those are wonderful. And those are E to K, L to Q, and more. And those beautiful checks keep on growing left and right. And in those beautiful checks, E to K, they are lots of sums of money. We have the home repairs, the home appliances, the computer, the car, the telephone, the internet, just massive sums of money, bringing us to then hundreds of thousands of dollars of checks. And I don't think we need to go over E to K ad nauseum every single day on this channel either. That's why you want to become a member. Get these $300,000 on average of 18 months of 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. If you're not bought on getting stimulus, well, then look at what Frank Mancuso did. He joined this channel less than 30 days. This is what he walked away with. He paid a few dollars. Look what he got. Tens of thousands of dollars. It's happening all the time. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are being gotten by viewers all the time. And with that, let's turn to the breaking market data tonight from the shores of San Juan, California. Doesn't that feel better? It doesn't take, 9,000 hours to record stimulus. We can get in and out very quickly. Let's go into that market rally today because it was quite fascinating. The market rally today was the continuation of that bull market indicated by me to you over the last few days. The bull market is manifesting itself in the crypto, in the stocks, and not particularly in the analysts, because the analysts are trying to tell you something else is at issue. And it's a little bit darker today, isn't it? Let's look at what we had coming in today. So on Monday, the NASDAQ led the gain with a 2% rise. The Dow added 1%. That was yesterday. But what do we see for today? We have UBS's Global Wealth Management, here's analysis, saying, we do not see much scope of the markets to rally in the near term, especially of our outlook concerning the continued pressure on profit growth. Do I agree? No. No, I don't agree. Corporate earnings have come on in, and the vast majority of the S&P companies have beat really well on their corporate earnings. Bull market run is underway. Lululemon dips on a downward grade from Bernstein, but that's not particularly based upon their data. That's based upon analysis. So remember the difference. Corporations downward guiding is signaling a recession. Corporations downgraded by an analyst is not an indication of recession. It's just the analyst sees something that perhaps you and I don't agree with. Manufacturing service activity slowed again in January, and that may indicate a recession, or it may just signaling we're slowing. Remember, slowing is not necessarily a recession. This is what S&P said minutes ago. The U.S. economy started 2023 on a disappointing soft note, with business activity contracting sharply again in January. Although moderating compared to December, the rate of decline is among the steepest we've seen while falling across manufacturing services. Do I agree on that one? Again, this is analysis. It's not really data. It's sort of masquerading as data. No, I don't, because there's a lot of variables at issue. We have the changing prices of gasoline, which have dropped dramatically. Then we have the China reopening, which has jump-started industries and removed supply chain disruption. That's a biggie. And then we have the real fluctuation of the U.S. dollar, which I don't cover that much on this channel, and that will impact the bottom line as well. We also had gold really trying to get attention, but not from me, because I really don't use gold as the indication of the rise or fall of the market. Let's look at some of the other numbers that came in today. Does it help us on gauging how strong this bull run is right now? Verizon fell 1.15% after the company reported mixed results. Okay, they weren't bad. They were just mixed. Bed Bath & Beyond. Here we go again with the bankruptcy I don't want to hear about. Lockheed Martin gained 1.5%, 2% after it posted quarterly results, and they came in higher than expected. That is a good one. So Lockheed Martin is not travel leisure unless you're considering going overseas to battle a war. Lockheed Martin is not travel and leisure, and it got a 1.52% pop, beating analysts across the board. Here's Lyft, the rideshare company, up 4% on a key bank upgrade. So what did they say? They said that they're stabilizing demand, and they believe the company could rally all the way up to $24, which would represent a 56% jump of the stock based upon yesterday's move. So that is very, very helpful data. They believe there's an increased demand for ride sharing. There's a lot of reasons why more people would be ride sharing, Uber and Lyft, going back to work, going out to dinner, traveling, don't want to buy a new car. There's a lot of different reasons. But all of them are good news, and that stock is now getting a 55% upgrade potential with a price target of 24. These are stocks that you want to focus on, and these are analysis you want to look at. 3M down on guidance cut. Do I care? No, not really. I'm not excited about a 3M. Verizon down on an earnings gap. These are not stocks that I'm very interested across the board. The big other story today was the tech rebound. tech rebound after the Microsoft earnings looming on the horizon. GM rising on better than expected. AMD falling on Bernstein downgrade. Do I like chip stocks? I don't. And we also need to understand the situation across the board on other things coming in right just minutes ago. So Grantham says the pricking of the supreme overconfidence bubble is behind us. Now the stocks are cheaper. Because of the sheer length of the list of important negatives, I believe the continued economic and financial problems are likely. I believe it could easily turn to be unacceptably dire, bad. This is him, not me. I believe, therefore, a continued market decline of at least substantial proportions, while not the near certainty it was a year ago, is much more likely than not, he wrote in a report today. Overconfidence bubble is behind us. No, I think there's just nonsense people all over the place. Stocks are now cheaper. That is true. The list of important negatives, well, there's also a list of important positives as well. We could be dropping in substantial portions. No, I just think that's way too bearish in its outlook. That is basically saying there's going to be a recession and you're going to go down 50%, which was what I was saying, a year ago. I can't co-sign myself anymore because corporate earnings are beating. Labor's holding up much longer than expected. Federal Reserve is going to 25 basis points. We all know 25 basis points is not much of anything. I mean, what's less than 25 basis points? Nothing. So what is less to be worried about in this economy? Missing the bull market run. Missing LALATE in prime time. Missing all these incredible stimulus checks. Have you become a member? Go right on the video right now and become a member. Get as much stimulus as you can. And here's a more than a reason to get stimulus. Because if the economy does go up, improve, as I'm now changing course, starting yesterday, if the economy is on a bull run, you don't want to miss this bull run, and you want to sit around thinking that Congress is going to take care of your livelihood for the next 3 years. They're not. Because a bull market run is definitely in the cards somewhere in the next 2 years, but I believe tonight it's already underway. Oppenheimer initiated Target with an outperform rating. This is huge. We have this on Mornings LA today. And this is big because why? Target and Walmart are important companies. And if there's an outperform rating, they believe there's something working. If they were saying something like an underperform, get rid of it, underweight, that would mean a recession. That would absolutely mean a recession. If you're saying get more Target in your portfolio tonight or a Walmart, that means you believe this economy is in a bull market run. Absolutely. I mean, this is very basic ways that things work. They believe the company will be making money for many years to go, and they believe the expansion of criticals across the board. That's why you don't want to miss this data anywhere left and right. Communication services may be a question mark, but let's look at that Target. Target's up 10% more this month alone. Did you miss that run? Dottie, did you miss that run? Dottie was laughing in the live chat last night. How I always talk about don't miss the run up because you could already be missing money. Target's up 10%, so you've already missed a 10% profit on Target. Oppenheimer gave Target a 190 price target tonight. That could be another 15.4 rise since Monday's close. Guess where that's going to go? In the membership newsletter. A lot for you to digest. How high is the target? What is the target price target? What's the price target for Target? According to Oppenheimer, it's going in the membership newsletter. It's not my price target. It's Oppenheimer's price target. And that's why you don't want to miss any of this across the board. Let's go back to some of the other details to note tonight. And some of the other details to note tonight are the following. Is that the U.S. economy is trying to find its footing. It is a very unpredictable economy. But so far, it looks like a 4-4-4. It looks like 4% unemployment, 4% inflation, and 4% interest rates. It looks like we're going to fall to 4% unemployment and stop. We're not there yet. We're at 6 plus. We're going to go up to a 4% unemployment and then potentially just soften down. We're not there yet. We're at a 2 or 3. And then we're going to go to a 4% interest rates. Yeah, Jay Powell and the company is not done with those interest rate spikes. And that's why you can't miss a broadcast throughout the quarter. I want to thank you for all your patience over the last 3 years. I'm not going anywhere. And I thank you all for kindness and your thoughts and your prayers. You know when I don't look my normal self or there's something at issue or a video is sort of out of order, you know there's something wrong. It's sort of obvious. You also know that when someone is in the live chat saying, I don't have the newsletter, and where is this and where's that? you know that I can only roll my eyes so many times until I actually get a headache from it. And I'm not being facetious about that. It's enough already. You really need to listen and learn. If you're on SSI and SSDI, SSA, veterans and low income, you got this. You've done such a great job. Thank you to all the wonderful viewers who were in the live chat earlier today. We had a lot of fun. We are outside. That was the morning show. It will re-air tomorrow. And every time that you're in that live chat and we have fun and we laugh and we interact, we understand we're learning a lot. It's all in our soul. We feel it. We feel it so well. It was Shirley. It was Diane. It was Ann. It was Bob. We are all in that live chat. And you also, I want to learn as much as I can. Lynn Glenn especially says, I want to learn as much as you can teach me. Because when I learn, I get ahead in the game. When I learn, I make more money. When I learn, I have a lot more money to live on. And I don't need to repeat A to Q every day, 7,000 times a day. I already got where that membership newsletter is, which I'm going to mention one last time. Have you become a member yet? Top of the chat, pin comment in the description of the video. You don't have to repeat how many times a day that membership password is sent out every time there's a post. In the member post, every single day, all throughout the day. And I don't have to repeat how many different channels there are. There's LALATE 1, which you may be watching right now, or LALATE 2, or LALATE 3. LALATE 1 has LALATE Live in prime time every night at 5 o'clock. Stimulus Live shortly thereafter on Channel 2. Crypto Live on Channel 3. Crypto/Wall Street Live. From the shores of San Juan, California, you're doing such a great job. Join me throughout the night as the programming continues. As the new LALATE is upon us. That was a very fun show this morning. And I saw the excitement from Crayola when I said the brand new LALATE. He was just dancing with the crayons. He was just painting everything muddle blue before I could erase it. You can only have so much muddle blue, whether you're the teal monster or not. From the shores of San Juan, California, have a beautiful evening. Stay with me throughout the night as the programming continues. Become a member. Get all those incredible stimulus checks right now. What are you waiting for? There will be no other stimulus checks except the ones I got on this channel. So people that are telling you that there's an automatic check, that Social Security got major changes yesterday, that there is a new plan to send out a new check of $1,200 to all Americans. Congratulations. How about an Easter Bunny stimulus check or a Valentine's stimulus check? Well, you know, a Valentine's stimulus check sounds sort of nice. Not happening. The stimulus checks on this channel pass law. Zone out all that nonsense. Tell your friends and family, come on over. Breaking details continue throughout the night as LALATE continues.